YouTubers, what is going on? Vinny Chill, we've got C Nice because Chris will not take time to come up with his own name, so I'm going to come up with one for him, and it is C Nice. So Vinny Chill, C Nice, and yeah, we are back again. So we are going to talk to you a little bit about some of the comic trading cards. You guys have seen, of course, I'm sure, as you've seen on eBay and everything out there, these are really popular now. So we figured that we talk to you a little bit about them and deviate from the typical comic issues that we've been doing now for a few months. So we're going to switch gears, talk to you about some cards. Chris and I have been collecting cards from the early 90s. Only problem is I can't find mine. I tried to find mine in time for this episode, just gave up. But I do remember vaguely what I had. Chris, though, on the other hand, has brought some cards to show you. We're going to talk to you a little bit about them, some speculation. And yeah, so without further ado, well, one thing before we get started. I've got my co-pilot here off camera, so if Anakin Lucas decides to act up, don't know if that's going to happen or not, but it is what it is. And of course, we're doing another late night recording as we do sometimes. So thanks to my pals at G Fuel. I don't know if they're pals with me, but I'm pals with them. And drinking some cherry limeade tonight. So thank you very much. Muchas gracias. Keeping me awake for this recording. G Fuel. Teamwork makes the dream work. Just saying. Maybe they're out there watching. Maybe not. I don't know.
Maybe you should throw out some more nicknames while you're at it.
That's all I got for tonight. I just got the one. C Nice. Took me 5-6 hours to come up with that. But I'll go back to the drawing board, retool it. I'll see what I come up with for next time. All right, take it away, Chris.
I mean, yeah, it's hard to ignore like everything else. The cards are going crazy. I mean, and now they have the baseball cards, basketball cards, football, everything went crazy. You know, we get, your Brady's, your, Mike Trout setting records, all these kind of cards going crazy. So then what the card guys do seems like they've gone into comic books a little bit, which I think is driving the market, but they've also hit the comic book cards. And, like Vin said before, we've been collecting cards, basically when these things started coming out. Like Marvel Series 1 was 90, 91, 90, something like that.
I think the first, 90, yeah.
And so that was, people were doing it. I mean, everyone I know was buying packs of cards, stuff like that, whatever, we're all trading, whatever. But it's, I don't know, the price that they're pulling now, because they're sending all these things into, PSA and I guess Beckett, whatever other grading services, and they're all looking for that Gem Mint 10. You see the Stan Lee cards pulling. I just looked on eBay. One about 2 weeks ago went for $1,000. A Moon Knight Gem Mint 10 went for $600. I think a Thanos card went for another $500. It's not nothing, but everyone I talk to, has cards and can find them. But they're, I mean, I feel like they're out there. I feel like, a lot of.
I'm giving you a finger, Chris. Can you guess which one I'm giving you?
Number one in your heart and number one in your program. But basically, I mean, I think that if there's going to be a bubble or a market crash, I think the cards are probably going to go first. I've been taking them out of different sets and honestly getting signed by artists, whoever's like working on, or if it's their character that they created, things like that. It's just, they are easier to carry around for autographs and whatnot like that. So I don't know. I'm not sure if it's the greatest investment now, but I mean, people are making money on them. But I think the grading companies are. I think in 3 months they are going to be just the market's going to be inundated with these, Gem Mint 10s or high grades of a lot of these cards. I know the Deadpool card out of X Force 1 is huge, but everyone into the dollar bins. That dollar book went to a $20 book, and I think even 30 and 40 if it's got the Deadpool card in the back. And a lot of guys are pulling out the Deadpool card. I guarantee you're going to see hundreds of these Deadpool rookie cards out there. And, it's we'll see what the market does, but I'm not going full on anything yet. I'm glad I have my Marvel Series 1, DC Series 1, things like that. But I don't know.
I think you're making all really good points, hence why I wanted to try to get you on film, talking about this stuff. But it seems like comics have been here for a long time, decades. They're not really going anywhere. The cards arguably have been around as well, but as a I don't know, something of value to be traded on the same scale as a comic, in commerce. It seems like it's still a little bit early, and might want to wait and see if you're a little bit risk averse, and maybe this could be a flash in the pan. And I don't know, I'm kind of waiting on the sidelines before I jump in and do anything. I feel like before the end of this year, maybe even within the next 3 to 6 months, we might know if the real staying power of cards as a true commodity to be traded or sold.
Yeah, I think so. We'll see what happens. I mean, I remember the first box I bought back in '90 was definitely was it Marvel Series 2. And I remember I only bought one box because, whatever it cost back then, $40-$50, something to that effect. I'm pretty sure I got 2 full sets out of it, plus a bunch of extra cards. And I probably got, I think there's 5 or 6 holograms for Series 2. I'm pretty sure I got 4 out of the 6, or, missing 1 or 2, basically. So there's boxes out there. So I think that I don't know if anyone really has found the production numbers of these cards. Everyone I've talked to from we're kids, they pretty much they're somewhere. I have them. And that was in the 90s was when people were already collecting stuff. We were basically getting into the comic book crash and things like that. But you had all the materials to preserve these cards. So I'm going through now and just kind of, like I said, I was taking these out just to get signs. Here's I haven't even seen these, look these up, but Marvel first covers. I'll put these up on Instagram. Marvel first covers. This is Series 2. I have some. Let me see.
I have that card. I have that Wolverine one in the bottom right. Yeah.
Yeah. Some X-Men
and the Jugs. Yeah, I have that Jugs card right there too.
94 Fleer. And so I was just happy to get them signed by the artists and the creators. And then one of my favorites is I was going through and the Wizard cards, man. I used to love getting Wizard magazine. You used to get sometimes 2 or 3 cards, all the promo cards, a little Savage Dragon action. So pull that out. Definitely when convention starting up, getting Eric Larson to sign that sucker. So it's I don't know. I just feel like the cards are out there. Most of them weren't glossy, so they're not sticking together. They're all in good shape. The problem is just in the production. Yeah, you might not hit that Gem Mint 10, but is it really worth to shell out $1,500 for a Spider-Man card? I don't know.
You brought up a good point earlier today, and I think it's a generational thing where part of the reason why there could be this glut in the market is that we learned from the generation that preceded us. So our parents' generation, sort of was very reckless with these. They didn't think about having these as an inheritance down the road. They were using the cards in bicycle spokes and tossing them out and playing with them, whatever. And so a lot of them were ruined or thrown away. But then you go to our generation and there's stuff that we were collecting and I'm just like, from the couple of the notes I took before we started this, like, I had, yeah, the 93 Marvel X-Men Series 2, 93 Skybox Marvel Masterpieces, the 94 Fleer Ultra Marvel, 95 Fleer Ultra Marvel X-Men Chromium, the 95 Fleer Ultra Marvel X-Men. I think that was all I can remember, like in that like 3 year span, 93, 94, 95.
Right.
But even as like, even at, you know, I guess to date myself, even as like a preteen and then just entering my teen years, it was already like, oh, maybe I should hold on to these like for down the road. So,
Right.
I mean, I think a lot of people our age were thinking the same thing. So it's not like there's only a handful of these out there still. There's thousands upon thousands of them.
There's a good amount of sealed boxes popping up. They're going for pretty big money now. I kind of wish I kept a sealed box too. I said they were going 50. I see Series 1 going for about $1,000, $900 to $1,200, kind of in that range.
So I think shout out quickly to my boy Isaiah. Isaiah, I know you're watching religiously every week. Appreciate it, brother. And it actually was Isaiah's text to me at like 6 a.m. one morning that was leading to us doing this episode, because he had said a local comic shop here in Connecticut had come across an unopened case of Marvel Masterpiece, I think from Series 1 from like 1990, and ended up calling the shop. There's 36 packs in a box. There's 10 boxes in a case. Are you selling them unopened, by the pack, by the box? And this store, which will remain nameless, but they were like, no, we think we can get at least like 25 grand for the unopened case. And I was like, wow, okay. Like, maybe they could have made more money selling them by the pack, or at least by the box, 10 boxes for like over $1,000 each. But no, they thought that they could, 25,000 for the case as one item was the going rate. So I don't know. I don't know if you're out there watching, the rest of the YouTubers, but is that accurate? I don't. Is that the going rate? Chris, what do you think?
I mean, that's kind of what I've seen on eBay they're going for, and it's just, but there's a good amount of boxes seem to be popping up. So you just said they just found 20 boxes, a case. It's like, how many more warehouse finds are there like that of these boxes of cards, So I know a lot of stores, I've heard stores are going in and they're, going through their box and they'll find like 5, Batman Adventures 12s, things like that. Still, and guys are going back into their stores to pull out all the Dark Horse Star Wars and things like that, but again, these are all kind of.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. Yeah. No. Yeah. I didn't not interrupt, but I think I said 10 boxes in the case. There's just 20, right? It is. Yeah. It's 20 boxes in the case.
Probably, I imagine. Yeah. So I think as you said this morning, but or whatever. But yeah, it's I mean, I think they're just going to pop up, and I think whatever's good is going in to get graded, and I think in 3 months we're going to see supply and demand basically just equal out, and they'll be there if you want them. It's just how much you're going to spend, and I think that stimulus money is going to be a wrap. Talking about New York City bringing back 80,000 municipal workers in the next few weeks, so they plan on having private businesses do that soon too. So we're all getting shots. We're getting ready to get back into it. And like, with all due respect to the cars, like I love, like, my favorite thing is I got this 92 Marvel Masterpiece, that first Marvel Masterpiece. Joe Jusko did the entire set. I mean, I actually got just a promo card. I got signed by him. I guess that was our last New York Comic Con, the second last one. It's that wasn't
Big Apple, because I know you got a few signed at Big Apple Con.
That was I think that was Glenn Fabry. He signed some of those X-Men cards I showed before. But yeah, man, it's just,
I know. Yeah, I know him. Yeah.
The artwork, the artwork, everything like that, like it's all great stuff. I just think they produced a lot of it, and we'll see. I mean, but I found one other kind of crazy thing as I was digging through some cards, and I found some Spawn Pogs. I'll toss these on Instagram. When's the last time you see one of those? Look at the Prism. Oh, this is the best of the 90s.
You mean today or this week?
What do you mean?
Nah, I'm just messing with it. I'm messing with it, man. It's been decades since I've seen this.
Little Todd McFarlane in his boxer shorts, Pog. Then I will sell this to you for $1,500 right now. I don't know if you can grade it or whatever, but this might be the only one left. Everyone's gonna.
I don't know. Let me consult with my lawyer and financier sitting to my right over here.
Spawn Pogs. So when I find the rest of those, I mean, I'll probably pay off my mortgage in a couple weeks. But honestly, probably when these hit, I'm gonna just quit collecting because it's just like I don't know what's right anymore. So that's it. Like when Pogs come back, I don't know. Maybe I'll find the Slammer. Maybe that's it. Maybe I can buy a house with the Slammer.
Well, maybe somewhere at, I don't know, maybe still in my mom's attic or something. I think I still have Pogs. I mean,
right.
Everything that's old seems new again. Like I know I got a couple of packs of like Star Trek: The Next Generation cards. Like they did trading cards for everything. They did like I think Perfect Strangers, Balky Bartakamus. Like I think like every like Family Matters, Steve Urkel. Like I think you could literally have gotten trading cards on anything back in like the 90s. And I've seen some of them. Yeah. I'm just out of the game, I guess, now. Like any trading cards that are non-sports or comic related now, like I don't know. I mean, I had the Ninja Turtles, I had the Simpsons. I don't know. I had a few other things back in the day. Star Wars trading cards, Star Wars Galaxy. Maybe we can cover that in the next episode. We'll drop that closer to National Star Wars Day on May 4th, by the way. So stay tuned for part 2, Star Wars.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the newer cards now, they're still doing Mandalorian cards and Star Wars cards, like the Holocron set. But the thing is, the boxes cost like, $300, $400, $500. You'll get like 2 autographs, this, that, and the other, maybe a sketch card. And the cards themselves, like half the cards in the box are like limited, like, numbered and stuff like that. And for what I recall from collecting like sports cards, is this kind of happened when when LeBron came in the league. They really started like cutting back. Like you would open up a box of basketball cards and you would only get like 4 or 5 rookies, and you better hope that you got like one of the top 5 or that surprise rookie that you wanted. And then it's like obviously then you have, is it perfectly centered, all this, that, and the other. But I think they followed suit where you can buy some of these sets, but the box will be cheap, but it's all a bunch of it's like bicycle spoke cards. Now it's like you get these cards. They're glossy. They have this. They have serial numbered. It's they're out of like 200, 500, 10, 1, 5, everything, and it's that's what's driving the market.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. I still rather have a comic book from the 60s for my money, but if
amen to that. I mean, it just seems like that's more of a sure thing. Like if you want to invest, it's like looking at stocks. It's like, do you want to get some penny stocks and hope that it takes off? Or do you want to put your money in like an IBM or a Coca-Cola that is going to be around and weather all the storms? And I mean, I guess the answer is that if you can afford it, put a little money into the penny stock stuff like these cards, but put most of your money in the blue chips, in the, if you can afford it, like the Hulk 181 or the X-Men 4, like someone had posted on Instagram the other day. Like that's, I don't know, to me, it's just the comics is king. Like that's going to trump the cards, all day, every day. But cards are fun. And I mean, again, I don't have any really to show off on this episode, but I did have this, which is just my last 2 cents. So if you don't really have any money to go out and get a lot of cards, maybe these will actually become valuable. So these I picked up at a local Dave & Buster's a while back, and you play a round of the Injustice game, and you stick your player's card in there, you play around in the arcade, and win or lose, the game machine spits out one of these bad boys every time you play. So Nightwing, Doomsday, there's a whole bunch in there. Who knows? are these going to be worth something? I don't know.
Not for nothing, just looking at them. Is Doomsday like kind of prismatic and the other one's not? Like, did you get like a chase card out of the deal too? I don't know. Those.
You're actually right. I mean, like, they both say Series 2 on them, but there's definitely
little refractor action.
Yeah, on the Doomsday card, yes, there is. I don't know if that means that it's like worth more. They look kind of identical, but yeah, I don't know.
To the eBay.
Post production will add the 60s Adam West Batman thing.
That's it.
Yeah. The interwebs machine.
I mean, that's it. Run on Dave & Buster's now. You heard it here first. Spawn Pogs and video game card dispensing machines. That's it. It's the wave of the future.
Dude, I'm not saying that on Dave & Buster's cards and Spawn Pogs you can buy an island in the Bahamas like Richard Branson, but I'm also not saying that that's possible.
I mean, there's a chance. So that's it. Here's hoping.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, as I always
say, I'm no one's financial advisor, but I mean, maybe put a cool 10,000 into some Spawn Pogs. I don't know.
Maybe we can find them. I only found 4.
And when you do it, tell them Vinny Chill told you to. and see nice.
Oh God. This is not a thing now.
It's gonna stick, Chris. I'm telling you.
Oh, God.
Someone is gonna call you see nice from like aisle 2500 across the Javits floor, and you're gonna turn around.
See, now I hope we're still wearing masks by the time New York Comic Con rolls around. We probably will be, but whatever.
We'll be vaccinated by then, though.
Yes, we will. Antibody dot.
That's it.
All right, dude.
All right. So I was saying we should keep this a little shorter than the Ninja Turtles, and we're coming in about half of that. So I think this is probably a good place to stop. What about you?
Yeah, man. Good stuff. I'll look for some more cards. You go find yours. Maybe we'll do a part 2. Maybe we'll get crazy or not.
People demand it. More Spawn Pogs.
I was surprised.
All right,
Number 1.
Well,
P1.
What?
Number 1. P1. I don't know what that means, but I'll figure it out.
Take us out, C Nice.
Stay safe. Stay nerdy out there.